What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the CUFC YouTube channel. You join me outside Holker Street as Carlisle United has just beaten Barrow by 1-0 in a scrappy game of football. Brilliant day out for the Blues. Looked an absolutely fantastic atmosphere from the away end. Unfortunately, I had to sneak into the home end as I couldn't get a ticket in the away end. I was actually in Greece on the day that the tickets went on sale, so I completely missed out on getting one. But it looked a cracking atmosphere from that away end. It was last season, I'm sure it was. Again, yesterday, it looked absolutely fantastic. I hope every single one of you enjoyed it. 600 tickets from the away end, regardless of who it is not big enough. It's a really poor allocation. It's a really poor stadium, really, isn't it, if we're going to be perfectly honest about it. I know a few Barrow fans were complaining to me and whining me for that, but it's not a League Two standard ground at all. Anyway, on to the game though. Again, it started with Carlisle on the front foot. Carlisle looked really well and really went for it. Colby Whelan getting the start, which I thought was well deserved after the Stockport game. Ben Barkley back into the team, obviously with Feeney being injured, but Ben Barkley's been fantastic when he's played for us this season, and Ben Barkley was the player who scored for us off was it an Owen Moxon corner, quite possibly flicked on by Tristan Dennis, and then tapped in by Ben Barkley after a bit of a scramble on the line. With that goal actually is in this video as well, and you can sort of capture the limbs from the away end as well. But yeah, a scrappy goal from Carlisle in a scrappy game, a game where it was hard to watch because honestly that stadium, it's awful. I like being a bit elevated, a bit further back. When watching the game, we would watch the first half on pitch side and then move to the other side for Carlisle's net in the second half, and I just couldn't really focus too much. It's just a really poor ground. I don't want to just keep going on about that, but it is. But anyway, Carlisle had the better first half. I thought Barrow had the better second half, but didn't trouble us too much at the same time. Thomas Hawley made a couple of great saves. Again, that's his 20th clean sheet in the league this season. That is a record for Carlisle United. Absolutely brilliant for the big man Thomas there. He gets a bit of stick, but he's been absolutely fantastic for us this season, and it just shown yesterday. Some really good saves and some great blocks as well. That tackle from Jack Harmer, unbelievable tackle from him. What a challenge it was. And then blocks again from Wheel and Huntington. Huntington's 40th game for us this season, I believe. What a lock he's been for us. Being absolutely brilliant captain in the team at the moment. And then in the second half, as I said, Barrow were on top of us. They hit the post in the 90th minute. But other than that, I didn't really think they troubled us too much. I thought we were quite comfortable in the game. We played well. The only thing I sort of have on us is we had a couple of chances in that second half where Callum Guy was storming down the wing, and then Patrick had that great chance where he took two men on and got into the box, and we didn't create from them. Gordon had a shot, a header that went wide that was lacking. I think the Callum Guy one ended up with a Dennis shot that went wide possibly, but just a poor. We didn't really, that's when we're getting them chances, but we're on the counter attack, we're 3-on-2, we should be putting the ball in the back of the net, making the game more comfortable. But at the end of the day, we won 1-0. So you look back at the game with 3 points and with a win. And yeah, that's all we can say. A scrappy game, awful ground. Carlisle got the 3 points. Pete Wild is an absolute tit. May I add, though, his after-match interview is absolute embarrassment. And I've seen him a couple of times on the bench jumping up and down like an absolute lunatic. What an absolute... Honestly, I'm not going to say what I actually think because I've never swore on this channel, and I'm not going to start now, but what an absolute melon he is like. I can't stand him. I really can't. And, some very bitter fans on Twitter last night and everything, but... We take the 3 points, we keep our promotion push alive. Stevenage dropping points, absolutely brilliant. Could we sneak into them automatic still? Who knows? Get yourself down to Salford next week though. Salford at home. Brunton Park. The waterworks are open. The full stadium is open. Get Brunton Park bouncing. Let's take 3 points. Let's continue this amazing season. Get behind the lads. Back the Blues, whatever you need to do. But get yourselves down to Salford for the last home game of what has been an absolutely incredible season. Some clips in the video, and I have been CUFC, and I'll see you in the next one.
this afternoon as well. Player of the match was chosen by members number 14.
I never miss, that's fact. Taking big swings, put your hand to the bat. Put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag. Cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light.